Hello friends, I'm sorry there was some network problem. So here this Ramaswamy Naikar was very happy in terms of the ability and the talent of the CN Annadurai. So looking at his activities, he was good at English and the Tamil also. He has given the responsibility. He has given the responsibility of responsibility, and also give a main active role in terms of self-respect movement. So here that kind of both C.N. Anandharai and also Naikar has actively made the self-respect movement make an anti-Brahminical mode in a very in a very active way, and it led mass attraction and much majority part of the people were able to take active participation. So like that, the Dravida means basically in December 1938, where E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar was again appointed as the president of the Justice Party, and there in this party they renamed the Justice Party Dravidian Kajakam or Dravida Kajakam. It's in a DK. So Dravida Kajakam, and the slogan was Tamil Nadu, means the Tamil Nadu for Tamilians or not for Brahmins. So Tamil Nadu for Tamilians. That was a slogan, and it was molded into a political. It was changed. The party was changed. Justice Party was changed into Dravidian Kachakam Party. And 1944, the Justice Party formally changed. That's why I'm saying formally in the year 1938. In the year 1938, the Justice Party, where again E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar has appointed. Okay, 1938 he was appointed as the president of Justice Party, and basically the slogan of the Justice Party was Tamil Nadu for Tamilians. That means only for Tamils. The Tamil Dravidian Party is there, and Tamil Nadu, but not for Brahmins. It's only non-Brahmin. It's only for non-Brahmins, not for a Brahmin. And in 1944, that they have changed the Justice Party into a Dravidian Kachakam, and and it was under the it gave in terms of formally changed Dravidian Kachakam, and it was under under the leadership of C.N. Annadurai. So under the leadership of the C.N. Annadurai, where the main goal of it was realization of a separate Dravidian society of non-Brahmins, basically, please remember. And the self-respect movement has arose from a movement into a political party, or into a political, turned it as into explicit political movement, or into a political party. But this expressed itself, the expression itself resulted in the individuals and the Brahminical priests, and they destroy anti-Brahmins, and they were destroying all the images of the Hindu belief system, and and they're trying to burn the copies of the Hindu copies, and assaults, and humiliating the Hindu scripts, or whatever everything. The images are the idols, and they're burning, and they were insulting the Ramayana, Mahabharata, the epics of the Hinduism, and the Puranas, and also the Manusrutis, and also the Sanskrit literature, and so on. They were not happy. They were against because of this all, and non-Brahmin movement, and they were against of Brahmins. Whichever literature was it, Mahabharata, Ramayana, epic, Purana, whatever thing, this kind of thing came into the picture. And the epics of Ramayana were registered, and D.M. Karti expressed as an Aryan, as a racism. It was Aryan racism, Ramayana also. So they were not accepting that also. So that was another kind of revolted, another kind of a harsh, violent mode which has taken place after the Dravida Kachakam Party political in 1944. It has taken a shape of political movement. So where Annadurai and Dravida Munneta Kachagam, DMK and AM, DM and DMK. Dravida Munneta Kachagam, Dravida Kachagam was by C.N. Annadurai. Dravida Munneta Kachagam is by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. So there is a difference because after a long distance or after long distance, after long travel, because there was a difference opinion between both the people and both the persons, basically the Annadurai and the E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar, and they both split and they established, and that's why Ramaswamy Naikar established Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, and where Annadurai was following upon his old established party, that is DK Dravida Kazhagam. And during this early stage also has advocated the Tamil, both of them has advocated the importance of the Tamil, and they have given much of the importance of the Tamil people and how they are been, like how the Tamil people has been there, so they are given justice and also information in terms of Tamil, and they are given in, maybe they may be they might be seeing in, what is it, they might be seeing what I mean say, they might be looking at other places, or they might be doing in terms of other junctions, or individually they might be what I want to say is, individually they might be having their opinions, and they have made their own parties ideologically. But when you look at the different version, or when we look at the different aspects, we see that DMK peculiar term as was started by E.M. Ramaswamy, E.M. Ramaswamy Naikar, that they talked about the classless society, okay, casteless society, and all and egalitarian Dravidian society, to which the depressed class people were must be given equal preference in terms of in terms of political or whatever it may be. These kind of things were been happening, and also they were placed into the alliance also. Even in terms of alliance also, the depressed class people were not given much of the importance, where only Brahmin or the high caste people were given importance. So as in self-respect movement, the DMK Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam party was also in terms of taking a large they were not believing in all those superstitious belief, and they see equality. They given much of preferences. Basically, the Naikar has given much as importance to the lower caste people, and also they were opposing to the traditions and opponent of the Brahmins. They were and their culture and their religious practices. They have stopped them in any terms of in any they stop calling in terms of to any functions or any ceremonies or any rituals. So that was another things which has been actively taken place, actively taken down in those days. Basically, there are some other versions, and the numbers also, many of the members also boycotted to use of Brahmin parties or inviting them into any ceremony. This kind of stringent rules and laws has been taken or adopted by the DMK party. But the movement campaigned very vigorously, and also in terms of reform movement and in terms of self-respect movement, they were against this caste hierarchy and caste discrimination, and also they started widow marriages, widow remarriages, intercaste marriages, intercaste marriages, and the reform marriages also taken places, and the DK and DMK gained a wider acceptance among the non-Brahmins of the Tamil party also they got. So basically, when we look at the impact of this moment, basically, and of the moment of the, basically it may be, DK DK movement, Dravida Kazhagam movement, or DMK movement, Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam movement. When we see that the most important consequences, the movement was introduction of communal or caste idiom into southern Indian politics, and also we see it has created immense attraction to the people of the larger society. Basically, the weaker and the weaker are the lower caste people, and that in versus every political contest, it was very important in terms of persons were Brahmin, and also in terms, they were looking very keen in terms of people when they were making entry, or when they making the join, when they were joining the people, they were very keen and very sensitive on that and sensible, that the persons were from the Brahmin or they were from non-Brahmin. This were very keenly observed. And also it across the linguistic and cultural divisions. It has created alliance between all the people of the different sections of the people in the society of the Tamil people, and the movement made the leader very expert at violent rituals, virtues of the Dravidians, gods and culture. They were making very familiar. They were actually destroy the Hindu culture, destroy the Brahminical ideas, idols, and the and the scripts and the manuscripts, and make the Dravidian culture, Dravidian ideals, prefer Dravidian gods and culture against the Aryan gods and culture. This was another propaganda, another agenda and ideology which were those days which were campaigned by the DMK Naikar. And also the strategy achieving the independence and also self-respect movement, that was also another adopted strategies. The later adopted strategies in terms of separate statehood, as I said, Dravidianism or like Dravidianization, Dravidian separate nation, and also make them self-respect because of their identity. And they combined the Dravidian religion ideology and the political ideology by political separation. Okay, so that was another thing. And the movement also appealed for middle class people, lower class people, and the untouchables that to actively participate in this movement. This kind of movement has gained a mass movement. It has taken a very mass attraction. Many versions of the people has been accepted, and they came forward in terms of making some new laws new change in terms of system or in terms of society also. And where larger population was also untouchable people, and also the backward class people, and also the caste discrimination was also very much basically in the southern regions, and Tamil Nadu was very much. So this was also one of the how the self-respect movement has turned into a political movement, where the two C.N. Annadharai has been separated by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Both of them has been separately form their own political parties in terms of self-respect movement. Whatsoever both of them ideology may be different, some principle have been different, but you see in terms of self-respect movement, you see how the two personalities have a common meaning, a common agenda in terms of making non-Brahminical things not acceptable. Okay, only Brahminical things are not acceptable. Only non-Brahminical things like the ideology itself, like Dravidian culture, Dravidian god, Dravidian things must be there, and separate Tamil Nadu for Tamilians, separate nationhood, separate statehood, and for them that bringing of independence of the Dravidians and the Tamilians itself is a self-respect for them, self-respect for them. That was the feeling among the people of all the mass. That's why it's called a mass movement. And also this non-Brahmin movement also took place in Mysore, where it was very impacted, and it impacted the priestry of the Mysore in terms of Lingayats and the Okalagas, where the Okalagas were the dominant caste of the Mysore, where it is one of the research which was done by Yemen Singh was as I said in the earlier version just a couple of minutes ago, where the in terms of caste, in terms of members, in terms of political, in terms of financial, in terms of everything, the Okalagas who were the lower caste people were all well in terms of they were dominating the upper caste people in that region, and demanded the Mysore prince to have a separate they made a link, the mandali, they made the mandali to say that they must get the Mitra mandali, what do you say, that they must get the jobs for the lower class people, lower caste people, and they have made a association, and Miller committee has formed by the Mysore the Maharaja of the Mysore, where all demands were successfully solved, and they are given to the Okalagas, who were the lower caste people, and they were dominating the Lingayats, who were higher caste people. Basically, the number, the strength, and every politically, economically, socially, financially, everything, the Okalagas, who were the lower class people, they were dominant in terms of the Lingayats, who were very weak in even number and also in political, economical, and in social things. So this was another same type of movement which was there in. It's not a movement, but the reflection of the self-respect movement was also seen in Karnataka, Mysore basically. As I very firstly I said, this movement has been spread in southern Tamil Nadu, Telugu region, then AP and the Karnataka, Mysore. So like this, the self-respect movement has gained much of the prominence and much of the importance, and it has made much of the things successfully and ideologically from the movement itself. The political party DK movement, Dravida Kazhika movement, and the DMK movement, Dravida Munnetra Kazhika movement have been started, and they successfully gained their what is it, the ideological what is it, the things which they wanted to gain. But 100% no movement has been satisfied, but bits and parts, but much of the things they were able to achieve and satisfy, and now it has turned into a political party. So this is all about the self-respect movement. I hope you understood. If there is anything, you can please ping me to my WhatsApp personally. I will be responding. Thank you.